Well, unfortunately, on your Thursday morning, we're starting off with these flood alerts, beginning with that flood advisory in effect for Monroe, Mercer, and Tazewell counties. That'll stay in effect until 10:15 this morning. A flash flood watch is in effect until 8 o'clock this evening for Tazewell, and we are also looking at that flood warning down at the New River, down in Glen Lynn, where Summers, Mercer, and Monroe counties meet. We are looking at that flood stage to increase, especially as we go through the rest of the day, and especially as we go into the rest of your weekend, as we will be seeing more rain move on into our area. So just give yourself a little bit of extra time this morning if you are heading out the door. And of course, if you see those high waters, turn around, don't drown. Doppler radar, we're seeing quite a bit of rain moving on through once again, especially off down to Mercer County this morning, seeing some of those yellows and oranges out there. So we're looking at some potentially heavy rain down there. Otherwise, those showers will become a little more scattered going into the rest of your afternoon. Temperatures, though, starting off a bit chilly once again, most of us sitting in the upper 40s and some low 50s. 51 in Lewisburg, 48 in Richwood, 53 in Summersville, and 54 out in Pineville. So you'll want that light jacket, and of course keep that umbrella handy as we go through the rest of the day. Good news is we're finally starting to warm things back up. Taking a look at our futurecast, we'll continue to see those showers move on through, becoming a little more scattered as we go into the afternoon time hours. Could see a little bit of a break in the rain. Those temperatures really warming on up back into the mid to upper 50s and even some low 60s. Looks like we'll dry things out just a little bit as we go into the overnight hours before we start to see those rain chances increase. Notice in the overnight hours we're going to be sitting in the 50s once again, so that warm up is returning as we end your weekend, go into the weekend. We'll look at a little bit of a dry spell going into your Friday morning, but of course we're looking at those scattered showers and potential storms to move back on into our area. Those temperatures warming on up into the upper 60s and some low 70s, so really warming things up. We'll go into your Saturday, drying out just a little bit once again. Still staying fairly mild as we go into the overnight hours into your Saturday. And then once again, as we go into your Saturday, we'll start to see those rain chances increase. So right now, our main concern is how much rain we'll be seeing as we go through the rest of the day today. We are looking at the potential for some high water impacts, especially down towards those river areas. Right now, we're looking at about maybe a quarter to a half inch at most picking up for the rest of your day today, especially down towards Mercer, Summers, and Monroe counties. Otherwise, the rest of the area not looking at picking up a whole lot of rain. That flood threat staying on off to our east once again. That slight risk staying out towards Greenbrier, Monroe, Summers, and Mercer County, picking up just a little bit of that marginal risk out for the rest of the area, but not looking at any serious potential for our western counties, which is always good news, but of course we are looking at that flood potential. So here are some flood tips that I'm going to go ahead and give you. Of course, we're not looking at any significant flooding as we go through the rest of the day, but we are looking at that potential. So if you do start to see those waters rise, move to higher ground. Do not attempt to drive through a flooded road. They do have most officials do have barricades that are set up so that to prevent you from driving around that area. So of course, don't drive around that barricade. Fortunately, I don't think we're looking at 1 to 2 feet of water moving on into our area. But however, make sure you turn around, don't drown, and take it easy out there. Now taking a look at the rest of our day, we're looking at those showers continuing to stay with us. Breezy conditions, those winds coming out of the east at 10-15 miles per hour, but we could see gusts up to 25 miles per hour, and those temperatures warming back up into the mid to upper 50s and some low 60s. So taking a look at the next 7 days, we're going to keep all those rain chances as we go through your weekend and even into next week. But the good news is, the one piece of good news is that those temperatures will be warming back up into the mid to upper 70s.